Hi, I'm Callie Flakey. I'm here with Jose Otero.
Hello.
We've been checking out Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U.
That's
it's
right.
an RPG. Humans have had to leave Earth, and they've crash landed on a hostile planet.
That's right.
And then 30 hours later, you could drive something called a Skell.
Yes. So this is the thing that I have been chasing after passionately because I imported Xenoblade, but unfortunately I don't speak or read Japanese. But I was able to get 20 hours in before I gave up. But I finally did get to drive a Skell. I had an appointment in Nintendo where they loaded up a save file, and I have to say, it is worth it. Like it is surprisingly worth it. You're gonna be walking for a while, but the minute you get into this thing, first of all, it can transform into a sort of a car form that you can then roam around.
Yep.
The different ones have different sort of handling, so you gotta be ready for that. They are fully customizable, so there are weapons upon weapons upon weapons upon weapons that you can unlock on these things, which
So-
I think is really cool.
Is it like a mech anime? Does it have that feel?
Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles X is 100% a mech anime masquerading as a video game, and I think that's really cool, and ultimately that's one of the things that makes it sort of fun. And you see really cool like mech action and like cutscenes and things like that.
Even in the opening, it's serious, like Gundam action.
Yes, no, absolutely, I agree with that. And then, yeah, these things are definitely a lot of fun to handle. For example, I turned into my car form and I was spinning donuts and hitting smaller monsters. You just saw them all like popping into the air. And then I eventually transformed and shot the smaller monsters, which was ridiculous.
As you do.
Yeah, I mean, why not? They're this big. So, you know, you can pick beef with small monsters. Some larger monsters will become aggravated because you are larger than them, so they will come after you. But ultimately, the only thing that worries me about skulls right now is that fuel dictates how long you can use them, and it is a resource that you have to be conscious of. Now, the save file they loaded up for me, which you're seeing footage of now, luckily had a lot of fuel, so I was able to try and do a lot of things, but I wonder how that ultimately is going to impact the way you play the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, one thing about Xenoblade that I think stands out more than a lot of RPGs I've played is just that it's very resource heavy. Like, I think more than a lot of games that I've played, or at least noticed. And so if you're willing to put in the time to sort of investigate and find a lot of places to build resources, you're going to pay off.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
a lot of stuff.
that happens with a lot of JRPGs. You have to put in a lot of time to get that payoff. And we see that with the Skells even. You have to put in 30 hours just to get to them. But do you think it's worth it?
I think it is, it's interesting to have people wait that long, but I will say that when you finally do get inside of one, it is when everything changes, and all of a sudden you are just as big as these huge monsters in the distance. You can't fly at first right away, but eventually you will earn thrusters that will let you go skyward. And the funniest thing that happened during the appointment is that we loaded up a 100-hour save file where this gigantic creature, level 99, destroyed me in 2 hits. Now I was a level 50, I don't even know, but it was roughly a 100-hour save file. They showed it to me. And one thing that Xenoblade basically taught me is to always respect the laws of scale, because there will always be something bigger than you coming after you in that game.
Fair enough. Yeah, but for more things on Xenoblade Chronicles X, you're in the right place, IGN.